Gravekeepers, Dragon Rulers, Six Samurai, Black Wings, Nekroz, Invoked. All of these archetypes have defined the meta, shaping the world of Yu-Gi-Oh! Around their presence, and giving us some of our best, or worst, memories of the game. Unfortunately, many of our favorite archetypes have been resigned to the pages of time, destroyed by Konami's ban list, or simply power crept into oblivion. Fortunately, the best scientists at Nightmare have unlocked the secrets to necromancy, and have been able to resurrect these archetypes for one final showdown. Each episode, we will dive back into a different era of Yu-Gi-Oh! And spin a wheel to see which archetype we will be playing. But there's one catch. The deck that we play must be as pure as the archetype allows. Will history remain the same? Or will we be able to find some hidden gems as we fight our way through the gauntlet? Welcome to Archetype Attack.
Ain't no motherfucker in this world can do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my sight.
Welcome back to the Duel Monsters season finale of Archetype Attack. We're capping off this era of Yu-Gi-Oh! With the most iconic archetype of the era, and that being Chaos. We've got a Chaos mirror match today, hence no wheel, and why I want to talk a little bit about the deck before we get into today's match. First off, sticking with our Archetype Attack rules, we try to keep the deck as pure as possible while still making it function. So we have a lot of different Chaos monsters here, and we've got a lot of monsters that you wouldn't normally see, and Spell and Trap that you wouldn't normally see because they're just not good. Witch Doctor of Chaos is a dark, so it's playable. It's a Chaos card, so it fits Archetype Attack, and it removes a monster from your opponent's graveyard. This is explicitly an anti-Chaos card, kind of. So Chaos is really all about banishing monsters. You banish your own monsters to summon Chaos monsters, and you banish your opponent's monsters so they can't summon Chaos monsters. In that same vein, you've got Chaos End, which is more of kind of a late game card. Once you have 7 cards in your banish zone, you can nuke the field of all the monsters. It's basically Dark Hole, but specific. You have to have 7 cards banished. And Chaos Greed is kind of like, if you're just, it's really a win more card. It's Pot of Greed, but you have to not only have banished 4 cards from your graveyard, but you have to have nothing in your graveyard currently. So this kind of has to be the first spell and trap you use, or you have to use Soul Release to get them out of there. We are running 1 Soul Release as well, primarily to stop your opponent if you're going second. As for the rest of the monsters in here, we've basically just got lights and darks that try to facilitate getting them into your graveyard, maintaining field presence. Apprentice Magician can bring something out, ideally more Apprentice Magicians if your opponent's continuing to attack, or end on Magician of Faith so you can flip next turn, get a spell. Shining Angel, grab more Shining Angels if your opponent's continuing to attack, fills the graveyard, maintains field presence, end on Magician of Faith if you can. Kaiku is basically in there to banish your opponent's monsters from their graveyard, keep them off of Chaos, and DD Warrior Lady, in addition to being a light, is a good answer to basically all of the Chaos monsters in this deck because it can banish all of them at the end of the battle phase. Bazoo is like a pseudo Chaos card because he banish cards from your graveyard to beef up his attack. Unfortunately, he's not a light or dark, so he's kind of dead in the graveyard, but still a fun card that kind of fits the theme. Then we have Thunder Dragon because it allows you to ditch one, grab another one, ditch it again, grab the last one, and it's also fodder for Graceful Charity so that you don't have to give up actually good cards. Graceful Charity, in turn, allows you to stack up your graveyard. Very good. Very important if you can open up the game with a Thunder Dragon and a Graceful Charity. You should be pretty okay, be able to Chaos Summon turn 1 and get off to the races. Everything else in here is basically just kind of to add some counterplay in. Divine Wrath is a fantastic card because Chaos Envoy of the beginning, Envoy of the beginning and Envoy of the end both want to activate their effects. So if your opponent and so is Chaos Sork. So if they try to do that, Divine Wrath, boom. The Chaos monster they've spent so much time trying to get on the field, it's just gone. Mirror Force, you've seen it in every deck, it's stable, why not run it? 7 Tools of the Bandit is in there just to counter things like Mirror Force, Divine Wrath, Solemn Judgment. And then Solemn Judgment is in there, is just fantastic negate for any of these other cards, as well as for a summon. And then Return from a Different Dimension, such a powerful card. You're going to be banishing a lot of cards, so you're going to have a lot of monsters you can bring onto the field and essentially set up an OTK. If you're able to clear the field, or if it's getting into the late game and you're struggling trying to maintain field presence, both you and your opponent are basically in top deck mode as you spat all your resources out and countered each other. This card is probably going to end at least one game in this match that we have today. And then, of course, MST is in there because to counter all this crap. Finally, we've got the Chaos Monsters everybody actually cares about. Envoy of the Beginning is probably the most meta-relevant. We've seen it still played in recent years. Maybe not in 2022, but I remember seeing it at locals, for example, still back in 2020, 2021 in some decks. So, very powerful card. The ability to attack twice on a 3k beater, huge, but also the ability to banish. Unlike Chaos Sorcerer, which has to banish a face-up monster, Envoy of the Beginning can banish a face-down monster as well. So if your opponent's sitting on Apprentice Magician, trying to, go into more Apprentice Magicians, so you don't have to worry about losing life points, and also allowing them to stack up their graveyard at the same time, you can get around that with Envoy of the Beginning. It banishes as well, so it doesn't give them the satisfaction of setting up their graveyard for their own Chaos plays. Chaos Sorcerer is basically just a weaker version of that, with the first effect targeting face-up monsters only. Chaos Emperor Dragon Envoy of the End. We are playing with the eroded version, and it really wouldn't matter that much because we're not playing with Yatagarasu anyway, so you're not going to see a Yata lock. But still, very powerful card, can do a lot of burn damage, but it's not, with its eroded version, it's nowhere near as good as Blackluster Soldier. Still the second most relevant card in this deck for sure. And then Dark Magician of Chaos. We've got one in there. He's part of the archetype. Unfortunately, you have to tribute summon him. He doesn't have the Chaos summon mechanic, but definitely fits the theme, I guess. So he's in there as well. I think it's going to be a very exciting match today. You can see this deck is built not only to play to Chaos' strengths, but also to directly counter Chaos, while also trying to avoid some of the more annoying and immediately game-ending staples that were fairly common in the Duel Monsters era. I'm very excited, hoping to not wear this hat for episode 6, and hoping to get my first win here today in the Duel Monsters era. If I don't, I'll have gone the entire era without winning a single match, which that would suck. But we'll see, and I'll see you guys in the duel. The archetype itself is made up of various monsters, most of which are based around the mechanic of banishing light and dark monsters from the graveyard to special summon themselves. With special summoning being much rarer in the early days of the game, the ability to rapidly set up your graveyard to play these monsters as early as turn 1, combined with their powerful effects, ensured that even the weakest of the 3 Chaos Titans would see play in nearly every deck until they were banned one by one. The first Titan, and the one that retains the most influence in the game today, is Blackluster Soldier Envoy of the Beginning. Based on the ritual monster found in Yugi's deck during Duelist Kingdom, Envoy of the Beginning boasted 2 powerful effects alongside its special summon. The first was the ability to make a second attack during the same battle phase if it had already destroyed a monster by battle. On a 3k beat stick, this could guarantee some big damage, or at the very least, the easy removal of most monsters. And for those monsters that it couldn't remove via battle, or that it might not want to, looking at you, face down Maneater Bug, it could banish any of the opponent's monsters, regardless of position. The second great Chaos Titan was Chaos Emperor Dragon Envoy of the End. It could be said that this card is the reason for the first ban list, and was the first of the Chaos cards to be banned due to its original effect, which did not limit you from activating card effects the same turn that you activated Chaos Emperor Dragon's effect, like the eroded version does today. This hand-clearing effect, combined with Yatagarasu, made for one of the first lockdowns in the game that your opponent could not out. Unfortunately, due to its errata, the card does not see any play in the modern game. Finally, the last Chaos Titan is the weakest of the 3, but was able to see the most play in the Duel Monsters era as a result. Chaos Sorcerer could banish a single face-up monster on your opponent's side of the field at the cost of its attack. While sitting at only 2300 attack points, and with the least impactful effect of the major Chaos cards, Chaos Sorcerer nonetheless still provided valuable removal, and was a staple in nearly every deck, even as it was continuously limited, until it was finally banned in September 2006. During their premiere, Their primary weakness was having their graveyard locked down with Necro Valley, or having material removed with Kaiku the Destroyer. This archetype has remained influential in the game today, spawning various Chaos monsters within other archetypes, most notably the Chaos Blue Eyes monsters, a variant of the Blue Eyes archetype that we will get to see in the future episode of Archetype Attack. Alright, Travis, you ready for the finale of Duel Monsters, the epitome of the Duel Monster era, Chaos decks?
Sure. Why not?
Alright, what do you got?
I currently got the theme song for iCarly stuck in my head. And scissors.
Okay.
I'm gonna go first.
Now you got that. Now you have the theme song for iCarly stuck in my head.
It's a good song.
It is a good song.
Alright, I'm gonna start by discarding Thunder Dragon to add 2 Thunder Dragon to my hand.
Naturally.
Why would he ever do that? I'm gonna play Pot of Greed, which allows me to draw 3 additional cards from my deck.
So you're gonna go turn 1 Chaos. Got it. Oh, you didn't ditch? Oh, yeah, I guess you had to ditch Dark, didn't you?
Yeah.
Oh, you're not going straight into Chaos.
That'd be kinda risque.
I mean, really not that risky considering what I currently have, but I feel ya. So I'm going to send a Thunder Dragon of my own to the graveyard to unfortunately only add 1 Thunder Dragon to my hand,
Ooh, get pooped on, nerd.
because the other one is currently in my hand.
Oh.
I'm going to summon Kaiku, and I will attack your monster.
What's Kaiku do again?
If I inflict battle damage, I can banish 2.
It's Apprentice Magician. We both know what that means. So I'm gonna have to flip it on field, but you know, whatever. Where is it? Set. Alright.
Nice. Alright, on that note, main phase 2, I'm going to set a couple of cards, could be anything, and then I will end my turn.
I will
We've got 2 Chaos Summons in your
flip
graveyard. That's insane.
summon Magician of Faith to put Graceful Charity back in hand. At which point I'll activate Graceful Charity.
Naturally. I'm so glad we get to see you just deep draw your entire deck and then summon a shitload of Chaos Monsters on 1 turn.
That's the plan. Let me think here, actually. This is a tough decision. What's in my grave? Wow, it is a set.
Yeah, you've got 2 summons in your grave right now. I would have killed for a soul release. Not that it would have mattered, because you would have been able to set your graveyard right up. Getting rid of Demok.
I'm gonna act Mystical Space Typhoon on that card.
Which card? Okay. It was Chaos Greed.
Oh man.
You've
I'm
chosen
gonna
poorly.
banish 2. Which, that's a dark, right? Alright,
That is
Thunder
a dark.
Dragon. For Chaos Sorcerer.
Okay.
I'm gonna use his effect to banish Kaiku.
Oh, that's rude.
I'm going to Tribute Magician of Faith to normal summon Thunder Dragon.
I was not expecting that, I'll admit that.
And then I'm gonna Soul Release your Thunder Dragon.
Ah, dude. Alright.
Move to battle, attack directly.
I'll take the 1600.
And I end my turn.
Okay, that was kind of rough. I'm going to set 1 and pass.
Alright.
You couldn't have just destroyed my Kaiku so I could have summoned?
No, of course not. I'm going to normal summon Deity Warrior Lady.
Okay.
Move to battle.
Mm-hmm.
She will attack.
Alright.
And I'll banish both of them.
Okay. On flip, I'm going to banish... you've got 3 lights and 2 darks. I'm going to banish your Magician of Faith.
Alright.
Banish.
Attack directly.
2300.
Attack directly.
1600.
And end my turn.
Okay. I am going to set a card, and then I'm going to pass. You've actually managed to control this game extremely well.
I'm gonna banish 2.
Naturally.
Response to the summon.
No.
I'm gonna burn you by sending all our cards to the graveyard, and that's a game.
I'm going to Divine Wrath,
Ah, there we go.
discard 1, and negate. I refuse to die to Chaos Emperor Dragon Burn. That's how
Why?
do you remember Progression Series when Patrick would finish me off that way every single game because we were using the pre-errata version?
Loved it.
It's terrible.
Absolutely amazing. Move to battle.
Uh-huh. Okay, what are you banishing? You've only
Your,
got one monster.
yeah. Your Thunder Dragon.
Who's gonna kill me? Chaos Stork? Okay.
Not bad.
Oh my god. You know, opening up with 2 Thunder Dragons was kind of a problem.
It is kind of rough doing that, huh?
Do I go first or second? That's the. You had a lot of success going first, but I kind of bricked. So, I think going first is an okay option. Okay, we'll draw. Stand by main. I'm gonna send Thunder Dragon to the graveyard to grab a couple more.
All right.
Man, it would be. Well, I'm gonna send Thunder Dragon to the graveyard to grab one more. And
Again?
And then I'm gonna send it to the graveyard to grab another one.
Oh, you're just stacking your graveyard. All right.
Yeah.
I thought you were going into a graceful.
No. If I opened Graceful, I'd be thrilled. Just absolutely thrilled, but I didn't. So
It is pretty nice opening graceful.
I'm assuming you opened Graceful again?
Yeah.
Of course you did. Go ahead.
That's a lot face down on the ground.
Yeah, I did open plenty of back row this time, though. So, I mean, that's the plus side.
2 grave.
Naturally.
Boop. Boop. We'll just run a graceful.
Of course you are.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Alright, so you're set up already.
I'm going to Mystical Space Typhoon, the middle card.
Oof.
Oh, okay, it's just a Chaos End.
Yeah, it's just Chaos End. I see you also started with plenty of back row.
Yes, I did.
What's the move here, Travis? What's the move?
I don't know.
I'm a little concerned about that back row because I know that Mirror Force exists.
Does it, though?
It does. Yes, it does. I'm going to tribute for Thunder Dragon.
Wow.
I think I'm going to head straight in battle and attack for 16.
Alright.
Main phase 2. I'm going to banish 2 for Chaos Sorcerer. And then I shall end. I am very concerned about that Mirror Force, I'm not going to lie.
I'm gonna banish 2.
Naturally.
Boy.
Ooh.
I'm gonna activate his effect and target Chaos Sorcerer.
I'm going to Divine Wrath that.
Ah, there it is. I'll end my turn.
Man, if only Bazoo was dark instead of Earth. Stand by main, battle. I'll get him for 23
Alright.
and 16. Not stopping me, huh?
With what?
That's a Mirror Force. I'm trying to guess that every single card is a Mirror Force.
It's like something's fishy here.
It's that concerned. Concerned. I don't want to lose this entire season, so I'm playing this one extra careful. You know what? You only live once, right? Let's go. Attack
Alright,
directly.
I'll have to Mirror Force it.
No, there it is.
I've been sitting on that.
Okay, main phase 2. I will banish, and I will special summon. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Oh boy. Go right ahead.
Oh boy.
Nothing.
I have
Okay.
monsters.
What's that?
I have monsters.
Is it because you have 2 lights in the graveyard? Is that your problem?
Right now, yeah.
So I am going to return from a different dimension. Pay half my life. Oh, you
okay.
didn't even let me attack!
No, I did not.
So we continue the trend of me winning game 2, I see.
It seems that what you might win game 3. Who knows?
I hope to God I win game 3. Oh my god.
You know, imagine for the 3rd time opening with Thunder Dragon Graceful.
I haven't seen Graceful Charity once this entire series yet.
That's a big oof there, Super Chief.
Should have just snuck an Ash into my deck.
Yeah. Tell me how you really feel.
Infuriated, sad, depressed, all of the above.
I like all of it.
Oh, really? You didn't get rid of a dark?
No, I don't like going whole hog first turn. You know that.
Yeah, I know. Oh, okay. Now I have a Graceful Charity. Not that I have Thunder Dragon in my hand. That'd be fantastic.
Who knows? Maybe you'll draw it with Graceful. But at that point, it's just a normal card.
That's true. That's true.
What was that?
What was what?
Nothing.
Me looking at your graveyard?
No, I heard a really loud sound through my headphones, and I thought it was like a notification system in the stream.
Oh,
We're not streaming.
oh, it was a notification. We got a new YouTube subscriber. Thank you, Nicholas Lanitz. When this comes out, you will hear your name, and you shall be happy.
And thank you, Travis Lees, for pointing it out.
Yes, thank Travis for that. I think I'll open with Graceful Charity.
What's that do?
Allows me to draw 3 additional cards from my deck.
No, that's Pot of Greed.
Shit, you're right. I think I'm gonna ditch Apprentice Magician, which is a dark, and Shining Angel. I'm gonna MST your back row.
That's a shame.
Oh, it's the Mirror Force. Whew. So then I'm going to Soul Release and banish all 5 cards from your graveyard.
Alright.
Then I am going to banish both my light and my dark to summon Envoy the Beginning.
That's what I thought it was.
And then I'll run out a Kaiku as well. Battle phase. I will attack with Envoy the Beginning.
Apprentice Magician.
Okay. Get whatever. Just send whatever you're grabbing to the graveyard.
Apprentice Magician.
Hang on. You can. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Send the last one to the graveyard too. This Kaiku's attacking
I
it.
don't have a last one.
Oh, we'll send whatever you're grabbing to the graveyard then.
Magician of Faith. And I don't have a spell or trap in my graveyard. A spell in my
Naturally.
graveyard.
So unfortunately, you were able to immediately set your graveyard right back up.
Yes.
That
did happen.
Probably should have banished with Envoy the Beginning instead, knowing that it was probably Apprentice Magician. That's on me. That's on me.
You're not gonna like this.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna summon Bazoo the Soul Eater. Banish the
You're
top
just gonna
3.
power right over my Black Luster Soldier, aren't you?
It's only...
No,
it's
no,
only
no,
once
no.
per turn.
You banish 3 monsters from your graveyard.
Oh. Alright. I'll just... boop. Right back on top of deck. That's okay, though. Banish. 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 And then I'm gonna activate Chaos End.
Oh, shit. Destroy them all. Okay, fair enough. I'm actually really happy we got to see Chaos End go off, but very
Yes.
disappointed that it happened that way.
It's okay. I'm out of materials, so
What do you possibly have in your hand?
More materials.
Alright, let's do that, and we'll send him to the graveyard, and we'll grab the last one to my hand. Then we'll set a card, because I can't do anything else, and go ahead.
I'm going to normal summon Kaiku, the Ghost Destroyer.
Alright.
You have in your graveyard. Alright, I'll attack the Magician of Faith.
How did you know it was Magician of Fate?
Just a wild guess. And
Grabbing
I'll end
Graceful
my turn.
Charity. Oh boy. Okay. Graceful Charity.
Alright.
Come on! Really? 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 It has to be normal something, doesn't it? 2 graveyard. 2 graveyard. I'm going to set, and set.
A lot of setting there, Chief.
I can't believe no one's done damage yet.
Going to set, battle, he will attack.
Alright, unflip, I will banish your Bazoo.
End turn.
Alright, wow. Then my main. I'm gonna normal summon Bazoo. Okay. Let's see. What do I need? I only need to get rid of 1 to get over Kaiku.
That is true.
So I'll banish 1. Head into battle, and I will attack your Kaiku.
How much is it? He's at 19.
Yep, okay, go ahead.
I will set 1 and end my turn.
Okay. Stand by main. Battle. I'll attack that.
Shining Angel. Gotta start milling out my deck.
You have 1 more card than I do.
I know, it's an issue.
Alright, main phase 2. I will set a card and pass.
I'm gonna activate Graceful Charity.
There you go. I'm getting rid of a spell? Okay, okay. I guess it would be kind of hard to get Chaos Greed's effect off.
Yes, it would.
It's a very specific and very bad pot of greed, which is why it's still unlimited.
Alright.
That's a Kaiku.
He will attack Sir Bamboo.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass on that one.
Well, it's a good thing I threw him in defense mode.
I kind of figured that's why you did throw him in defense.
Jeez Louise, homie.
I think I'm gonna banish and banish for Chaos Emperor. Head into battle phase and Chaos
Oh,
Emperor.
not using his effect, huh?
I'm not using an effect. Chaos Emperor is gonna attack Shining Angel. I have to worry about Divine Wrath. And then I'll attack this Shining Angel as well.
I'll take the 200 here in a second.
Damn right you will. Oh, okay, so that's a thing. My Chaos Emperor is not long for this world, is it?
No, not in particular.
Shit. Alright, go ahead.
I'll move to battle phase.
Okay.
Attack Chaos Emperor.
Alright, take your 15. I'm so close to being able to use a
Oh,
Chaos
my
End
turn.
of my own. Oh,
Yeah.
do I use this card right now? I think I do.
Oh.
Graceful Charity.
Ah.
Okay, that's actually not bad. All right. 2 grave. 2 grave. I'm going to banish that and that for Blackluster Soldier Envoy of the Beginning. I'm going
Alright.
to use his effect to banish your monster.
Divine Wrath.
7 tools.
That's fair, that's fair. I still got a discard.
Alright, that's not what I was afraid it was. And then battle phase. I'll hit you for 16. And go ahead.
Really starting to run out of materials over there, bud.
I am in top deck mode. Are you shitting me right now? You've got to be joking.
I knew there was a reason I was saving it.
God, I hate you so much. That's the second time this game You use Chaos End. Yep, and there's Graceful Charity.
That's what you get for banishing all of my shit.
Okay, there's the 7 tools. MST. Are you kidding me? That's the one you had to pick.
It's solemn, isn't it?
Oh, that... I cannot believe that's the one that you picked.
What is it?
Return from a different dimension?
Heck yeah.
I had game with that. Ah.
Let me see here.
Alright, we're not both in top pick mode.
We got 7,000.
There's no... You do not have return. Face down. No. No. Okay, you don't have damage.
Yeah, I do.
There's no... Okay, 16. Oh, shit. Yeah, you do. If I had known that's what that was, I would have activated mine.
Is this damage? 48, 62, and 15, 7,700. And that is game, ladies and gentlemen.
I was so confident!
What's that face down you got there?
Divine Wrath.
Oh, well, you know, I almost activated Bazu's effect, which would have lost me the game.
It wouldn't have, because you have to discard for cost. I didn't have a hand.
Oh, yeah. So, are you going to enjoy your hat?
I've lost 5 episodes in a row. This one was actually close. But
That's true.
5 episodes in a row. This entire thing, by the way, it came down to just that one MST.
Literally, I've been sitting on return. I'm like, he has so much back row, I need to pick it apart. And that's why I've been chilling and picking the back row apart.
That's fair. I've been sitting on return for a while, too. See, I was thinking, okay, do I activate return? Not for a second. If it had crossed my mind that your face down was return from different dimension, I would have done it because... Okay,
I could have beat you out.
Well, okay, yeah. Okay, let me just return from a different dimension real quick, you know? Oh, wow. The exact same thing, except my extra 2 monsters are way stronger.
How'd you like getting Chaos Ended twice?
Okay. I honestly, so I put those, like, Chaos Greed and Chaos End in there, thinking, oh, you know, the Chaos archetype, you know, Chaos series, whatever. But, you know, we'll be lucky if we get to see it go off once. You did it twice in a single game.
To be fair, you did it to yourself when you soul banished all my stuff, soul release.
I mean, that's fair, but I kind of needed to get that, like...
Hear me out, bud. I didn't draw a single special summon Chaos Monster. You would have been fine.
Well, I don't know that. Yeah, you didn't summon any this game. You didn't Chaos summon at all.
I literally didn't draw any. 2 Graceful Charities.
Let me get this straight. I lost this game.
Where you had max Chaos summons.
Despite having 2 different Chaos summons go off. 3 different Chaos summons go off. Oh my god. I didn't even lose the Chaos. I lost. Okay, I lost Return from a Different Dimension. That's
the dream. Chaos End in return. If I didn't have Chaos End, it would have been possible.
That's fair. Well, and I did beat you with Return from a Different Dimension last game, so. I think if anything, this episode showcased the power of Return from a Different Dimension.
Well, besides game 1. That was a pub stomp.
Oh yeah, game 1. Dude, I opened up with 2 Thunder Dragons and no Graceful Charity. Like, okay, I'm not gonna get anything into my graveyard. And then you of course banished it. The 1 dark I did have in Kaigu, so.
At which point it was just combo.
So,
everything had a response.
Never in the history of this channel have I gone more than 3 episodes in a row without losing. I'm now at 5. I've lost every single episode of the Duel Monsters era. We're heading into the GX era next week with the tier 3 decks. I'm really, really hoping that I don't start the GX era off the exact same way.
Come on, the hat looks great on you, bud.
I just want to see you in it. Just for 1 episode. That's all I'm asking.
You gotta earn it.
So heading into next week, we'll be in GX era. We have 3 tiers for the next era. We do not have a tier 0 because there's no chaos in that era. But we do have a tier 3 because there's some really shit-tastic decks in the GX era. Tier 3, we're going to have Batterymen, Cloudians, Arcana Force, Armed Dragon, Neospatians, and Destiny Heroes.
That's really hard for me, because in high school I played a lot of Cloudians, and I also killed a lot of people with Batteryman OTK.
I know. The problem is that when you build them pure, as pure as you can, they're not very consistent.
They don't need to be consistent. You just need the luck, which I have.
You have luck in spades, dude. Although, you just completely outplayed me that last game. That's 100% you outplayed me.
Yay. I'll take it.
But, so, I'm kind of looking forward to playing Armed Dragon. I'm really hoping to play Armed Dragon next week. Or Batterymen. Everything else I'm kind of dreading playing. I really, really don't want Arcana Force.
Is it because it's really not good?
Well, Arcana Force is just gamble deck where if you win the coin toss, you get a mediocre effect. If you lose the coin toss, you lose the game. Like, I mean, you know, if you get Arcana Force, you're gonna win because you have protagonist energy. I say that a lot because I keep accusing Patrick of having protagonist energy in Pokemon history, because he keeps winning there. Although we're neck and neck now, but he gets all of his coin flips every single time, and I can't seem to get coin flips ever. So.
Oh no.
Neospatians, just, they're so bad. They're so bad. And then Destiny Heroes actually are a really interesting deck. They're just not great.
You know a card I would love to see, but we're probably not going to?
What's that?
If you do a Yubel archetype, Neos Wiseman is a Yubel card.
Yeah.
Send a face-up Neos card and a Yubel to the graveyard, and he's a 3,000 beast of a card. You get him on the field, it's really hard to beat him.
Wasn't he like the final antagonist of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX?
I think so. I never watched the last season.
I started rewatching GX, but I only got through season 2 before I kind of started watching other things.
It's hard. GX is great in a lot of ways, but really, really bad in a lot more ways.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Well, thank you guys for showing up to watch me get absolutely destroyed in what was once again a 2-1 match where I win game 2. We'll be back again next week, like I said, with the GX era. We'll have a wheel. The wheel will be returning next week. In the meantime, make sure you like, subscribe, share this with your friends if you think it deserves it. If not, then hit dislike. YouTube may have taken the dislike count down, but I can still see it, so I can know if I suck. And check out Pokemon History and swing by Twitch if you want to hang out with us every Sunday at 4 and Wednesday at 7:30. I'll see you guys in the next one.
Slap that like button like your mama told you to. That's actually an intro from someone. I don't remember who.